Next, let's crochet the body. First, let's crochet its feet. The first round is still a circular start of 6 single crochets SC. Start with a chain stitch. The previous steps remain the same. For the first round, you can use regular single crochets SC. You can place a stitch marker above the first stitch. If you're already familiar, it's not necessary. After completing 6 single crochets SC, pull the loop tight. Pull it into a loop. Hook the hook back and slip stitch S's with the first stitch. The yarn end remains above the hook. Press it, then hook a chain stitch. Then, hook a chain stitch around the yarn. The second round is 1 single crochet SC, 1 increased stitch ink, 1 single crochet SC. Repeat 3 times. The first stitch is still hooked in the stitch marker. This is a single crochet SC. Hook an increased stitch ink in the next stitch. This is 1 set complete. 2 more sets. Press the yarn end into a loop and trim the excess yarn. Slip stitch S's with the first stitch again, then hook a chain stitch. The third round is 9 single crochets SC. 1 single crochet SC in each stitch. After finishing this round, still slip stitch S's with the first stitch. This is 1 leg, the other one follows the same method. For this one, hook a chain, stitched first, then cut the yarn. The other one doesn't need the yarn to be cut. This yarn is the one we just cut off from this yarn end. Hook another one without cutting the yarn. I'll teach you how to connect the legs in a moment. After finishing the second leg, first, slip stitch S's the last stitch of the third round with the first stitch. After slip stitching S's, use 2 chain stitches to connect the legs. These chain stitches can be a bit loose, because later we'll be crocheting stitches on top of these chain stitches. Let me back up a bit and show you how to crochet a chain stitch. This is hooking the yarn to create a loop. Hook the yarn to create a loop. This is how you do a chain stitch. Then, take out the other leg. Find the leg we just crocheted. Its first stitch is the slip stitch S's stitch. That's the first stitch. Place this yarn end above the hook and hide it again. Crochet over here and then slip stitch S's directly here. Then, we crochet a chain stitch. Now the feet are connected. After crocheting the chain stitch, it's the fourth round. The fourth round is 9 single crochets SC, 2 single crochets SC, 9 single crochets SC, 2 single crochets SC. Meaning, 9 stitches for this leg. Then crochet a single crochets SC onto the chain stitch. Then, crochet 9 single crochets SC on this leg. Then, on the other side of these, 2 chain stitches, crochet 2 single crochets SC. Let's crochet while explaining. Still, at the slip stitch, S's stitch from before, that's the first stitch for a single crochet, SC. Crochet 1 single crochet SC in each stitch. After a few stitches, you can cut off this yarn end or tuck it inside. When you reach the last single crochet SC, make sure it's 9 in total. Because there's a slip stitch S's stitch above it, you must crochet into the stitch above the last single crochet SC from the previous round. Ignore the slip stitch S's stitches and chain stitches in between. Crochet into the chain, stitched here. Let me demonstrate with a needle. It has these V-shaped stitches. We pick up the stitch on top here. The next stitch is picked up from here. Cut off this yarn end first. Crochet 1 single crochet SC. Then, crochet another single crochet SC on the next chain, stitched. This is 2 single crochets SC on the chain stitched. Then, return to the foot. Start crocheting from the first stitch again. This round consists of a total of 9 stitches. After crocheting the 9 stitches, return to the chain-stitched position of the leg. Now, you're left with half a stitch from the previous round. Crochet onto this half stitch. After crocheting, return to the chain-stitched position of this leg. This round is complete then, crochet 1 chain-stitched. The 5th round starts with 4 single crochets SC. Then, there's an increased stitching on each side of the leg. So, after crocheting 4 single crochets SC, you do an increased stitching. After that, crochet 10 single crochets SC. When you reach the side of the other leg, crochet another increased stitching. After crocheting 10 stitches, you reach the side of this leg. Crochet another increased stitching. An increased stitching means crocheting the stitches into the same stitch. Finally, crochet 6 single crochets SC. This round is complete then, slip stitch S's with the first stitch again. For the 6th round, we add 1 stitch on each side of the leg. Start with 4 single crochets SC. Then, crochet 1 single crochet SC increase stitching. Continue with 12 single crochets SC. Then, crochet one more increased stitching. Finally, crochet 6 single crochets SC. This round is complete. Slip stitch S's with the first stitch. Rounds 7 to 10 consist of 26 single crochets SC. Each round has 26 single crochet stitches. Complete these rounds on your own. We'll explain when we reach round 11. For the 11th round, start with 4 single crochets SC. Start decreasing on the sides of the legs. After crocheting the single crochets SC, crochet 1 decreased stitch. A decreased stitch means crocheting 2 stitches together. Then, continue with 12 single crochets SC. After that, crochet 1 more decrease stitch. Finally, crochet 6 single crochets SC. Then, slip stitch S's with the first stitch. For the 12th round, we'll join the hand and the body. Start with 4 single crochets SC. Then, take out the hand you've just crocheted. Flatten it. No need for stuffing inside. Flatten it into 2 layers and align it. Pick the first and last stitches together. Pick 2 stitches, then pick 1 from the body. Merge them together. Crochet 1 single crochet SC to join them together. Next, pick up 2 stitches on the hand. Pick 1 stitch on the body and join them together. Crochet 1 single crochet SC and 1 last stitch. Turn the body like this. This makes 3 single crochets SC. After crocheting, the arm is now attached to the body. After that, crochet 9 single crochets SC on the body. Use the same method to attach the arm. Pass through the first and last stitches together. Then, crochet 1 single crochet SC on the arm. Two stitches on the arm, 1 stitch on the body. Pass through together and crochet 1 single crochet SC. Then the last stitch. Crochet 5 single crochets SC. Then slip stitch S's. After completing this round, the 13th round is 24 single crochets SC. After completing this round, there's 1 round left. After completing it, you can stuff a bit of cotton inside. The 14th round is 12 single crochets SC decreasing. Decreasing means joining every 2 stitches into one. Pick up the outer half stitch of the first stitch and join it with the second stitch. This is the first decrease. The 3rd and 4th stitches are joined together. 2 decreases. The rest are decreases. Complete them yourself. After completing, slip stitch S's with the first stitch. Then, the body is finished. After slip stitch S's, crochet 1 chain stitch to secure it. Leave a tail end. We already left a long tail end for the head to sew. So, we don't need it for the body. Then, tuck this tail end into the body. Stuff it inside along with the cotton. Add some more cotton to make it fully filled. After finishing the body, sew it with the head. Put on its skirt first, then sew it. Now, let's make the skirt. I'll use this pink yarn as an example. The method of starting and hanging the yarn is the same. Here, we'll use the chain stitch to start. Usually, for a circular start, we loop around the index finger. Now, for the chain stitch start, it's not necessary. Just pinch the yarn between the index finger and thumb. Insert the hook from below and over the yarn. This creates a loop. Then, hold the bottom of the loop with your left hand. Secure it, and then insert the hook from below and over to form the loop. Now, there's a V-shaped stitch. This is the first stitch of the chain. Stitch, start. You can place a stitch marker in the first stitch. Then, continue crocheting chain stitches. Continue making chain stitches by looping the yarn from below. Loop the yarn from below to create the loop. In total, crochet 20 chain stitches. Crochet a slip stitch S's in the first stitch to join them together. Crochet a slip stitch S's in the next stitch. Join the head and tail by crocheting a chain stitch. First, crochet a single crochet SC, still in the same stitch as before. This is the first stitch to crochet into the slip stitch S's. Thread the yarn through the hook to weave it in. First, crochet a single crochet SC. This is the first single crochet SC, mark it with a stitch marker. This is the first stitch, then the next one. When crocheting chain stitches, always work into one of its strands. That's the strand facing upward, because it forms a V shape. Crochet 2 single crochet SC into the top of this strand. After crocheting 2 single crochet SC, crochet 3 chain stitches. Then, skip 5 stitches. Ignore the yarn tail. Crochet into the 6th stitch. In total, 5 single crochet SC. After crocheting, crochet 3 chain stitches again. Skip 5 stitches, then crochet 3 single crochet SC. After crocheting, flip it outward. These are the 2 straps. The 5 stitches left empty are for the arms. Then, make a slip stitch S's with the first stitch. Then, crochet a chain stitch. For the second round, it's 3 single crochet SC and 1 increased stitching. There are 4 sets in total. After 2 single crochet SC, continue with chain stitches. This is where we crocheted chain stitches in the previous round. Crochet 3 single crochet SC into the top of this strand. Then, pick up the top strand of the next V shape. Crochet 1 increased stitching. Next, we crochet 1 single crochet SC into the stitch. This is the first stitch of the second set. Continue with 2 single crochet SC. After 3 single crochet SC, crochet 1 single crochet SC, increase stitching. This is the second set. Complete the other 2 sets on your own. When encountering chain stitches here, crochet into the top strand. Continue with normal crochet for the rest. After crocheting the last stitch, do a slip stitch S's with the first stitch. For the third round, crochet 20 half double crochet, increase stitches ink. Crochet to half double crochet stitches ink into each stitch. Normally, a single crochet SC is followed by 1 chain stitch. For half double crochet stitches ink, crochet to chain stitches. Now it's 2 chain stitches. Then, yarn over and insert the hook into the same stitch. Yarn over again and pull through. Continue crocheting half double crochet stitches as usual. Insert the hook under the yarn and bring it up through the stitch. There are 3 loops on the hook. Then, yarn over and pull through these 3 loops. The first half double crochet HDC is completed. Place a stitch marker on the first stitch. The first stitch of the next round is also crocheted into the stitch. Then, yarn over again. Crochet another half double crochet HDC into the same stitch. This constitutes a half double crochet HDC, increase stitching. Next, yarn over and insert the hook into the next stitch. Crochet a half double crochet HDC into the next stitch. Yarn over, pull up a loop, and then crochet another stitch. Crochet another stitch into the same stitch. This completes 2 half double crochet HDC, increase stitches ink. Continue with half double crochet HDC, increase stitches ink. Now, complete this round by yourself. Each stitch will have 2 half double crochet HDC stitches. After completing the third round, do a slip stitch S's, and then crochet to chain stitches. These will serve as the chain stitches. Rounds 4 to 6 consist of 1 half double crochet HDC and 1 front post half double crochet HDC. Start by crocheting the first regular half double crochet HDC. This stitch is crocheted into this stitch. If you're not familiar, place a stitch marker in the first stitch. Then, crochet a front post half double crochet HDC. After completing the first half double crochet HDC, crochet into the space above this half double crochet HDC. Work around this half double crochet HDC post. Insert the hook from below to above. Then, crochet another half double crochet HDC. This completes the front post half double crochet HDC. Then, crochet into the next stitch below this half double crochet HDC. Crochet a half double crochet HDC into the stitch above the next half double crochet HDC. After that, crochet a front post half double crochet HDC around the next half double crochet HDC post. This continues the pattern. Continue this pattern, finding each half double crochet HDC one by one. For the regular ones, locate the stitch above. For the front post ones, crochet around the normal half double crochet HDC post. Next, move on to the next half double crochet HDC post. Crochet a front post half double crochet HDC around it. Repeat this process, alternating between regular and front post stitches. Eventually, you'll achieve this textured effect, with stitches alternating inside and outside. This pattern continues for rounds 5 and 6. Continue in this manner, completing the rounds. Once round 6 is complete, finish with a slip stitch S's in the first stitch. The last stitch is made as a slip stitch to join with the first stitch. After the slip stitch S's, pull the yarn through, leaving a tail for weaving in. Thread this yarn end to the back of the fabric. From the stitch where you made the slip stitch S's, bring the yarn end to the back. Then, using a yarn or tapestry needle, weave the yarn end through the back loops of the stitches. Tuck the yarn end inside. Take a few stitches to secure it. Once the back is secure, trim off any excess yarn. Repeat the same process for the yarn end at the top. Then, trim off any excess yarn. And that's it. Your skirt is complete.